This will be Aaron Rodgers' debut game. But look at that. We got Kevin Leak, 81 overall tight end. He's going to help us out later on. All right, Aaron Rodgers' debut game. He's going to play the New Mexico Lobos. We're 4-0 Coastal Carolina, 4th ranked in the nation, versus a floundering New Mexico Lobo team. And we will see if we can end up beating these guys and see how well Aaron Rodgers is going to do. Listen, if he does bad, he's not going to go back into the game. All right, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. This should be a fun one. Aaron Rodgers.
Here's line up for the kick. He'll return it from the 3. And he's tackled at the 25.
Well, here he is, young freshman with a chance to show what he can do with his first snap. And the coaches have told us they've been shocked with the way he's performed and the way he has consumed the playbook. I wouldn't be surprised to see them just open it up and take some chances.
Hands it off inside, brought down.
You know, as a running back, you've got to get upfield north and south. That time, he just seemed to wait and kind of delay his reaction and just got to be able to make a read, get upfield as quickly as possible. In college football, and especially up in the NFL, the more you're dancing around waiting for a big play, the more time you're giving an athletic defense a chance to come and make a play in the backfield against you, and that's what happened.
Gene gains about 5 yards on the run. It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 30. 5 wide.
Let's go!
Caught, and he's hit immediately. They complete the play-action pass for a pickup of 3.
Doesn't look like this defense is going to let them beat them with the deep passes. So they'll allow those short completions to the tight end.
Spencer takes it to 25, and he makes it out to about the 37-yard line. So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today. He's going to go for the home run.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. Across the middle, and he is drilled at the 49-yard line.
That is money in the bank. Sometimes you just can't stop a good combination.
1st and 10. Ball on the 49. Nice run, and he's brought down. Wright's the kind of guy that could end up with some national honors because right now he's leading the conference statistically. Fires out to his receiver. And he's taken down around the 20-yard line. Nice catch that time in coverage.
Yeah, excellent job of hauling that one in. This is why he's considered by many to have one of the better set of hands today in college football.
From the 20-yard line, 1st down. The Lobos lost a player to an earlier injury, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to come back today. Quick out to his receiver.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4. Simmons was in the quarterback.
He's on the run. He's taken down at the 7-yard line.
You know that saying, get your keys out because we're on a drive? This offense right now is on a drive. I mean, this is their third first down. They're doing just about anything they want, and they're really starting to wear the psyche of this defense down.
They'll bring him down at the 6-yard line.
Brad, I can remember the year that this young man enjoyed last year. Has everybody buzzing about the kind of season he can have this year.
From the 6-yard line. 2nd down. Nice run there. 5 yards there for the quarterback.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
This is the 10th play of this drive. And he's got the touchdown. He makes the PAT. A quick update now. Here's Reese.
The Orange came into the game ranked 18th and knowing they could prove a point and move higher in the rankings. And for Miami, they're in danger of losing 2 straight.
He'll return it from the 4-yard line. Makes it to the 22-yard line. And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan.
Here we go.
Scrambling around. And they got him.
Wow, that is a big hit on the quarterback. That's one of those as an offensive lineman. When the film study starts to come around, you're going to kind of sink in your chair and just hope they don't call you out because you're going to get embarrassed on Monday on that one.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 22.
3-19. 3-19. Kill it, motion me out.
He's tackled at the 22-yard line. Picked up a yard of anything on that run.
You're not going to be able to get by a sure tackler like this linebacker too often.
Throws it, watch out. Oh, almost had a pick. They couldn't pick up the first down, so they'll have to punt this one away.
It was a good hold by the defense on 3rd down. Now their punt returner will get a chance to make something happen.
Miller is the punter. Spencer fields it at the 38. And down he goes at the 50. The offense really came up with a nice drive there last time out, and most of those yards came through the air.
This defense needs to improve from front to back. The line needs to put more pressure on the quarterback, and the defensive backs need to stick it to these receivers with tighter coverage.
And he's tackled at the 41-yard line.
Brad, this guy had a huge year last year, but look at him now. I think he even looks bigger than he did a year ago. Look for him to have a huge year.
It's 2nd down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker. Quick strike to the receiver. Brought down at the 19.
First down. Simmons comes in at quarterback.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Looks left, finding his tailback. Inside the 10. Shows some moves, and he's in. Change at quarterback, Herbie. You got to wonder what that's going to do to the team morale. It is next man up. They've got to be ready to trust this guy. And he tacks on the extra point. It was a quick 3-play, 50-yard drive, and they put up 7 points. So the score now, 14-0. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Taken from the 3-yard line. He's taken down at the 22. They need to show a little giddy up now, because if they don't start eating into this deficit, they could easily fall out of the game. A quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. He fights forward to about the 23.
That's a gain of 1 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on their own 23.
You like to see a team having success like this running the football. It can really open up things for the offense.
And he's stopped behind the line.
The thing about the option is you're going to have some negative plays, but if you keep running it, it'll create some big play opportunities.
2nd and 13 coming up here. Ball on the 29-yard line. And he has it on the corner. He's to the 40. He's at midfield. He gets hit out of bounds around the 47-yard line.
Did you see how much space there was for that tailback up front? He better be thanking his offensive lineman for that.
As we expected coming into this game, this one appears to be under control. Our score here at University Stadium, the Chanticleers 14, the Lobos nothing. From the 47-yard line, it's first down. Heading for the corner. And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
That's a gain of 7 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Back to the action now here in the second quarter. He scrambled. And he's going to be sacked.
Boy, this pass rush is sometimes scary. They're really getting after the quarterback now.
That'll make it 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 situation. Ball on the 42-yard line. Makes the grab and steps out right away.
This guy's got the combination of smarts and reliability that makes a receiver really dangerous. No wonder he's looked to on 3rd down.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. He's got it with room to run. And down he goes around the 19-yard line.
Gain of 10 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd down, and they're about the length of the football from the first down marker. Quick throw. And that sets them up with a 1st and goal. Here's play number 10 on the drive. Zips it to his receiver. Touchdown. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Go to the studio for this Reese Davis update.
Let's take a peek at what's going on in Tallahassee. And for Maryland, they've won 2 straight.
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Gathered in at the 6. He's out to the 30. And he's shoved out of bounds right around the 46-yard line. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. And they got him for a loss. The lineman had a big push there to get in the backfield and bring him down.
And once he gets moving, there's no stopping him. This guy is so big and strong that he's almost impossible to block with one guy.
And they make the stop at the 46. Third down, and they need to get it inside the 44. Quick throw out to the receiver. Tackled at about the 35. They were very fortunate to come up with that pass.
Not the smartest throw that he could have made, but it worked. It just makes you a little nervous when he lets that thing go.
Tackle made around the 22-yard line.
That's a gain of 13 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Big play, and it's 1st and goal.
Ellis makes the tackle at the 9-yard line. That makes it 1st and goal.
Not today, you are. Not today.
He gets out to about the 9-yard line. Second down, goal to go. Ball on the 9. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
Call it a gain of 7 yards. That makes it 3rd and goal.
Here's the 8th play of the series. The Lobos had one of their key players go down earlier, but it looks like he might be able to get back in the lineup. And they got to him before he could get back to the line. Nothing going there for the halfback on that option play. This defense not wanting to give an inch here. He's scrambling, heading for the corner, and it pays off. Touchdown. And he converts the extra point. Morton looks ready to kick this one off. He's to the 20. He makes it out to maybe the 23-yard line.
Boy, the two offensive coordinators have to be loving this. In fact, you can look over at our booth next to us and see how much they're enjoying it with a big smile on their face. The defensive coordinators, on the other hand, might be looking for a pink slip on Monday.
It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. And they finally knock him out at the 50-yard line.
Here's a great example of what this man is capable of. As receivers go, he's as electric as they come.
From midfield. First down. Gets past the tackler, and he's taken down right around the 40.
That'll make it 2nd and inches.
He throws left.
Well, you want to do everything you can to keep the ball out of the hands of these receivers, so that was a really good effort.
That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
It's 3rd down, and they're about the length of the football away from the first down marker. They go to the ground, and he stops short.
Loss of 2 on the play.
The defense calls a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining.
Well, the defensive line got such a good push up front that there was no one on the offense to account for the linebacker, and he got through almost untouched.
Now he tries to buy some time. He's taken down at about the 27-yard line.
Terrific run in a crucial spot. The big key was the offensive line giving the ball carrier room to get upfield.
From the 27-yard line, first down. He's going to try and scramble, and they bring him down for a sack on the play. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
Now he's scrambling, and he's going to come up with a sack.
Loss of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
This is the 8th play of this drive. He's under some heat. And another sack by the defense. The defense calls a timeout. Pretty impressive pass rush right there.
Boy, facing this kind of pressure, you wonder if a young quarterback might start to become a little bit rattled. It'd make anyone nervous staring down this kind of pass rush.
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Morris's play hasn't been what I'm sure this offensive coordinator was looking for, but hey, the passing game doesn't have to work when the ground game's this good.
Yeah, and the play caller's done a really good job of adjusting the game plan. You're right, the quarterback seems to be the guy that you would think would be making all the plays, but right now it's the running game. Nice adjustment here, again, by the play caller.
They'll bring him down at about the 37-yard line.
First down.
Man left, man left. Jack. Easy. Fox two.
Throws and a man wide open, and he missed him.
Right, he takes the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 37.
Jack. Regular. Let's go.
He's on the run. He's in trouble. Knocked out of bounds at the 38-yard line. He lets it fly. Missed him. They're going to be forced to punt it away here.
Yeah, they just couldn't connect on the pass there. That was a very good stand by this defense.
And it's the offense that takes the field on 4th down.
Easy.
I've got to tell you, I'm really surprised that they aren't going to just punt this ball away.
He showed superb athletic ability on that catch. You know, the ball isn't going to hit you in the numbers every time. As a receiver, you've got to be able to adjust quickly and sometimes be willing to give up your body.
Lucky 95. Jack. Navajo.
Complete pass and hit hard as he came down with it. The offense calls a timeout, and that was their last timeout. 2nd down and 7. Ball on the 33.
Let's go. Easy. Rally.
Throws it in a hurry. He's at the 20. Brought down right around the 18-yard line. There was a defender right in his face that time.
Yeah, but great concentration by the receiver to come away with this ball. Nice job.
Fox two.
They bring him down.
That's a loss of 9 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 1.
Three down. Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
It's been a well-fought game as we head to the half. The score here in Albuquerque, the Chanticleers 21, the Lobos 7.
We played 30 minutes. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. David Pollack and I here in the studio to break down everything that just happened in your game. Ball security was a major theme coming into this game, and both offensive coordinators have to be thrilled with the fact that their offenses, first and foremost, did a good job of taking care of the ball.
And you don't see it every game, that's for sure, that both teams don't have a turnover at the half, and you usually see those critical mistakes that set up a short field for you to take advantage of, and it's definitely nice. It's nice to be able to put in a plan all throughout the week and to be able to execute it and not to be able to make those big mistakes, because coaches will tell you, it's those big mistakes that kill you. It's okay to be rushed in the pocket as a quarterback and then throw it to your mom in the 3rd row. Don't throw it in harm's way. Both quarterbacks done a good job, and as a result, both teams with 0 turnovers in the first half.
David's ready to get back on that couch, get the remote, get all the games dialed up to watch what's going on around the country. Time to get you back for your second half. Brad and Kirk ready to roll.
Throws complete, and he's hit right away.
That's how we do, G. That's how we do. They don't want to know. They don't want to know.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Jack. Easy.
And he's tackled at the 27-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Deep ball, got a man. Makes the catch, and he might take it. And he scores. Touchdown. And he tacks on the extra point with a 3-play, 74-yard drive. And they add 7 points to the scoreboard.
You know, you always prepare your offense to think that we're going to have some success. But these guys got to be coming over the sidelines after touchdown saying, man, I didn't expect it to be this easy.
Ferguson fields it at the 3. He's taken down at the 23. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. Gives it to the back. He's tackled at the 21-yard line.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
From their own 21-yard line. 2nd down.
Three down. Watch 20. Check 20.
The cavalry's coming. And they got him. And for Larkin, that'll place him tops on the school's career sack list.
Offenses have had years to come up with a scheme to keep him away from the quarterback, and not one of them has succeeded. What does that say about how good this guy is?
Shift. Here we go. Let's go.
That's a great tackle at the 10.
That was a loss of 5 on the play. That makes it 4th and long.
The sack makes this a 4th and very long. Spencer will be the return man. Spencer fields it at the 48, looking for the corner. He makes it to the 32-yard line. Not much of a problem getting the ball in the end zone on their last drive, as this quarterback just picked apart the defense.
You can bet this defense made some adjustments on the sideline, though. I don't know if they can stop the passing attack, but they need to at least be able to slow it down.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
From the 28-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Eyes on 22. I got one.
Tackled after a decent pickup.
Call it a gain of 6 yards. 1st down.
Here we go. Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Ready.
I'll tell you something. I'm loving this quarterback's confidence more and more as this game goes on. He's really throwing the ball with some purpose.
It's 1st down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here.
Here we go.
Got his back, but he can't hang on.
You need the intended receiver on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Get that quarterback. Get off.
And down he goes at about the 7-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
Let's see how the quarterback handles this one. It's 3rd and goal from the 7.
Let's go.
Scrambling around. And they make the stop around the 1-yard line.
Gain of 7 on the play. That brings us 4th and goal. Simmons comes in at quarterback.
And they get him in the backfield for a loss. The last time this offense had the ball, it was 3 and out.
If they're going to make a comeback in this game, it's going to have to start now. This offense has to get rolling.
Nice job by the running back, and that'll get him 7, maybe 8 yards.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go. The Lobos linebacker came out of the game with an injury earlier, but he's warming up on the sideline. Looks like he'll be back in this one. He scrambles. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's got room to work. Slides down to the ground. Gene on the handoff. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play.
Loss of 3 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 13.
2nd down, 13 yards to go. Ball on the 13-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike.
Delayed handoff, and he's not going to get back to the line.
That is a loss of 3 yards. 3rd down.
Reset, cut right. Mike 50.
Wants it all, going deep. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it.
Man, I don't know if this quarterback misread the defense or just made a poor decision, but that wasn't a pass he should have thrown.
Miller is waiting for the snap. Spencer fields it at 46. He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. Not a bad return. They're ready to begin another drive. He's scrambling. Tackle around the 34-yard line.
Wood on the tackle at the 34-yard line. That brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34-yard line. 2nd down. He's hit and got away. And now he pitches it. He's pushed out of bounds at the 16.
That makes it 1st and 10.
He gets rid of this one.
Great job by the defense at getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
From the 16-yard line. 2nd down. He ran a good-looking route and picked up positive yardage.
That he did, and he made a good catch. That short passing game is where you see all those hours in the summer that you put in pay off.
Rodgers comes in at quarterback.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike,
He's rolling left. Caught, open field. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Richardson makes the tackle at the 3-yard line. That makes it 1st and goal.
It's 1st down, and they come to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking for his man, incomplete.
Watson is the intended receiver on the way.
Maybe it's time to get the backup some experience as we head to the 4th quarter. Our score here at University Stadium, the Chanticleers 28, the Lobos 7. All right, we're just about set to start action here again in the 4th quarter.
let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53.
Got a man in and out of his hands.
I like the scheme the defensive coordinator came up with here. They were all over the place on that play and left the quarterback nowhere to throw it.
Quick strike to the receiver. Touchdown. He splits the uprights with the extra point. So that's an 8-play, 39-yard drive, and it results in a touchdown.
This quarterback has really demonstrated a tremendous amount of ability and leadership today. I'd be very surprised if he didn't continue to play well.
He's to the 20. Brought down at the 18. You know, with the way this defense is played today, their coordinator is going to get some attention nationally.
And he deserves it. Every single time these guys play, this defense seems to stand out. He's got the personality where he would eventually be a great head coach.
Early in the fourth quarter here, and obviously we've got a blowout. One team trying to play for pride, and the other one just trying to get out of here. And he's taken down at the 15-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13 coming up here. Ball on the 15-yard line. He's going to try and scramble. He's taken down at the 27.
That'll bring up 3rd and
2. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. Brought down with only one man to beat.
First down.
Now it's 1st and 10 with the defense trying to regroup after giving up the big pass. Now he tries to buy some time. Turner gets 3 yards on that scramble. Hit immediately.
This isn't even the best example, but I'm going to tell you something. This young man is really getting better at running his routes, which is a truly underrated quality these days.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 13. Inside give. They'll bring him down at the 10-yard line.
Call it a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Go, and it's caught for the touchdown.
You got to give each of these guys credit for getting in sync, really fighting to create that touchdown.
And he adds the extra point. Let's go to the studio for this Reese Davis update.
Let's take a peek at the ACC. Yellow Jackets continuing to pound the rock on the ground and score a touchdown. The Yellow Jackets on top by 8 midway through the fourth quarter.
There's a fumble. Scoops it up. And he's taken down at the 48. This offense was infected by the turnover bug their last time out. Let's see if they can hold on to the ball here.
The first rule on offense is to take care of the football. These guys need to remember that on this drive.
Now he's scrambling. He's under some heat. Throws. Incomplete pass. That one sailed on it.
He wanted his receiver, but I think that may have slipped out of his hands.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 48-yard line, it's 2nd down. Quick throw to the tight end. Good tackle there in space.
Gain of 4 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Rodgers was in quarterback.
3 down. Let's go. Check. 200. Check.
Hit as he threw, and he completes it. Brought down at the 45.
That brings us 4th and 3.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike,
Fires quick, he catches another, and he is drilled at the 39-yard line.
6 on the play. First down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That's a gain of 4 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 6. Simmons comes in the quarterback.
Makes it to the 27.
That's a gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
let's go. 180. Wide. 80.
And he has it on the corner. Inside the 10. Touchdown! And he converts the extra point. Morton has his kick team lined up, and he is set to kick this one off. Robinson from the 3. And now the ball is loose. Picks up the loose ball, and he's tackled at the 16-yard line.
Brad, this is my kind of game. I love seeing this kind of production and the way these quarterbacks are playing. Both teams are challenging both of these defenses.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 16. Just under 3 to go in regulation. On play action. And he's tackled right around the 20.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That brings him 2nd and 5.
Check. Check 59. Mike is 59. Let's go. Black and 5.
Goes out to the running back, no good.
Kelly, the intended receiver on the play. 3rd down.
3rd and 5 coming up. Ball on the 20. Slings it. He's tackled at the 25. That pass play went for nearly enough to keep moving, but they're stopped just short. Boy, that's tough.
That is always a tough pill to swallow. Having to leave the field knowing how close you came to converting on 3rd down. You got to get those.
Miller to punt. They'll bring him down at the 43-yard line. Morris's management of this game right now, he knows the ground game is working. That's how you can ice this thing away.
Well, right now, this running game has really been in complete control of the football game, not only working the clock, but also eating up big chunks of yards. Right now, this team is really looking unstoppable.
Give to the tailback, and he's met in the backfield.
That's a loss of 3 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd and 13.
From their own 40-yard line. 2nd down.
Check. Spider. Ready. Check.
He airs it out. And he hits him hard at the 11-yard line.
1st down.
Man left. Three down.
Just over a minute left. Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
Gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 20.
They get on the board again. Touchdown. Well, there's a touchdown that we really don't care about. This game is still well out of reach. He makes the PAT. Reese Davis is standing by with this update. Reese?
The Hokies came into the game ranked 16th and hoping to make a huge jump in the rankings. Now the question is, how far will they fall? And for Georgia Tech, they won their first game of the year.
Looks like they're ready for the kick. He's to the 20. Tackle made at the 24. We're late in the fourth quarter. This game has been a blowout for quite some time, and Kirk and I are just looking to make our flights. They come out in an empty backfield. Pass incomplete, trying to get it to his receiver.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 24.
Let's go, Stan! Let's go!
Throws it deep. Keeps his eye on it, makes the catch. And they make the stop at the 25-yard line.
Well, they found some seams in the coverage there. Let's see if the defense makes any adjustments to counter.
And he's going to come up with a sack. And that was the cornerback who got in there for the sack.
You know, this is a great way to pressure the offense. Here they decided to blitz the senior from the corner spot, and there was just nobody available to pick him up.
Out of bounds at the 20. They pick up good yardage that time on the pass play.
Here they kind of put pressure on the quarterback and challenged him to find the hole in the defense. And in this case, he did. Nice job.
3rd and 5. Ball on the 20. Well, the stop made there late in the fourth quarter, but this game's been over almost since the beginning. And I think it's time for everybody to head to the locker room.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
So the play of the day, 4th and ball game, and the defense comes up with the stop of the day and what will be the win. This one's in the books, and our final score is Chanticleer.
Aaron Rodgers in his debut had a huge game, 303 yards, 3 total touchdowns. What an insane game for this freshman redshirt. Aaron Rodgers came up strong, and Coastal Carolina, number 4 in the nation, beat New Mexico Lobos 49-14 to go to 5-0 on the season. Rushing attack did great. Passing game with Aaron Rodgers at the helm did amazing. There's a huge pass right there on the outside for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers had himself a game. 303 passing yards. That's our first game over 300 passing yards in like 6 or 7 games. So that is a big feat for a Coastal Carolina quarterback. So going into this, I think he has just solidified himself a starting spot. Aaron Rodgers will be our starting quarterback from here on out, is my guess. Aaron Rodgers, 303, 2 passing touchdowns, 70% completion percentage. Wright with 48 yards, Ewing 47 yards, Simmons 41 yards. So great game rushing-wise. Black, 123 yards. What a great game from him. Hollis, 50 on just 1 catch. Jim Thomas, 9 tackles. Guy's a tackling machine. He also had a sack. And then no interceptions. All right, like and subscribe.